How did you think you performed out there against the Giants?
I think it was decent, man. Definitely always could be better. You know what I'm saying? I think we came out with low energy, but then we picked it up during practice. So tomorrow we just got to come out, ready to go.
What's kind of the challenges that they presented to you?
Well, I think they're pretty good up front. You know what I'm saying? So that was good for our O-line to see that. And then, yeah, man, I mean, just for the O-line perspective, in the run game and the pass game was good work today.
What was your takeaway from the Giants' defensive line? Kind of unique with the number of players they can throw at you.
Yeah, I think they're a good group, man. And then, with that rookie, they got 51. They could plug him in anywhere on the O-line, as I've seen, from the preseason Bills game and then today, too. So I think they're going to be pretty good up front. And, yeah.
You mentioned Carter. What did you thought on him?
I thought he was decent. I didn't get too many reps on him. But I think, he's freaky athletic. And I could definitely see them using him as a weapon.
What do you think? How'd your quarterback do?
I don't know, man. I got to look at the tape. All I know is, he came in the holder ready to work. He was real vocal with his cadence, real vocal with all his kills and everything like that, and always smooth, calm, and collective. So, I got to look at the tape to see, how he really did.
Going back to Saturday night, it looked like is that kind of going to be the identity of the offense, just the emphasis on the run game? It looked like you guys were in control at the line of scrimmage. Is that sort of what it's supposed to look like this year?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think that's what it's supposed to look like for every team. Especially when they got offensive line with as much talent, like us. It's up to us to put that talent together and to execute at a high level, and to run the rock as much as we can.
How fun is that for offensive linemen, just run blocking as opposed to block on pass?
Yeah, man, it's really cool. Especially when you stay out of those third and longs. No one likes those. Because then it allows the defense, throw stunts and a whole bunch of games at you. But yeah, man, I love running the ball, always have. I think every offensive lineman does. So when you get a coaching staff that comes in and emphasizes doing that, does it in a unique and special way, it's fun.
As a guy who played all over the line yourself, how much do you appreciate Tip's versatility?
Yeah, man, it's really cool to see. Just the fact that one of us goes down, you can plug him in there and he executes at a high level. You got to appreciate something like that, So very much appreciative of Tip. He never complains about anything, just kind of goes in there and puts in the work.
How cool is it to see Braylon Allen in the passing game?
Yeah, man, it's real cool. Honestly, every one of our running backs, you get that ball in their hands in the, in the field, they're going to do something with it, Then I feel like each one of them has really grown as a pass protector as well.
You mentioned being a little lower energy to start practice. How much for you, year 5, try to be are you kind of someone that has to get in the huddle and be a little bit more vocal, or is it on the quarterback? Who's that kind of on to get you guys going?
I'd say so, man. I consider myself, a vet, clearly, 5 years in this league and on this team. So, yeah, I consider myself one of those people who has to, kind of pick the energy up. But I think, Fields kind of took that role today and did a good job of it. Like I said, we didn't come out as fast as we should have, and that's something we got to fix tomorrow.
How enjoyable is it trying to block Dexter Lawrence?
Yeah, man, it's cool, honestly. It's good on good, you know what I'm saying? So he's one of the better D tackles you're going to see all year. He's powerful and strong, so it's fun to get in that work.
Do you like the chemistry that your line has developed here?
For sure, man. I think we do a really good job communicating. Everybody understands their roles and their assignments, you know what I'm saying? I think we're all coming together, and it's going to be fun, man. I'm excited for week 1.
How did the rookie handle himself, especially on Saturday night?
I think he did a phenomenal job, man. Yeah, remember, like I said, a special player, just raw talent. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that out there on Saturday. Obviously, with every one of us, little details here and there that everybody, needs to fix, and he knows that. He's a pro now. But, yeah, overall, man, really excited about his future.
What's the biggest growth you've seen in his game over the last year? So.
Yeah, man, I would say the run game for sure. I think he's always been an elite pass blocker, but you've seen him really work on the details in his run game, and I think it's shown all camp. And then, like I said, being year 2 for him, even his pass pro, has definitely taken a step with that.
Did you play with Tufele at USC?
Yeah, I did, man. Yeah.
What does he bring?
I think with Tufele, man, he brings that energy every day. You know what I'm saying? No matter, what kind of day it is, what kind of practice it is, he's going to go full speed. And you got to love that, man. I remember practicing at SC with him. He was the best guy I was going up against every week, no matter who he played. So it was definitely great work always going up against him.
What gives Justin, what makes him such a dangerous running threat?
I think it's just, teams got to prepare for that. You know what I'm saying? So when you have the running backs that we have, you know, they got to worry about those. And then on top of that, you got to worry about Fields and his athleticism. I mean, you saw it in the preseason game on Saturday. You know, where he could get loose real quick, avoid, you know, hits and sacks in the pocket. And he was able to do that. So he's real special, man, special talent. And I'm really excited to be playing with a quarterback like that.
In terms of screen game, you guys had a couple nice screens today, so you get out in space. It's something obviously athleticism-wise I'm sure you want to be doing. How much of that's timing, coaching, chemistry with the guys? Like how you guys kind of work on that?
Yeah, man, it's funny you mentioned that. I think a lot of people don't understand like how, you know, almost perfect you got to be on screens and the timing within everything, understanding the running backs or wide receivers' landmarks. And the coaches know that. That's why they emphasize it, you know, every day. We go over screens a lot. Because that could be a weapon, you know, in any offense. So, you know, I'm happy they're definitely emphasizing that. And, you know, for weeks to come, you know, we're going to execute at a high level.
Our head coach obviously radiates intensity with practice with game night. How does that, in what ways does that impact you guys as players?
Yeah, I think with the guys we have in our locker room, you know, every single one of us is already going to come out with that intensity and want to compete at the highest level. You know, like we love these joint practices. But I think when you add a coach that preaches that day in and day out consistently, no matter who you are, I think it just brings a whole nother level to the team. And I've seen that from everybody in the locker room and in team meetings and everything like that, so it's exciting.
You're going against a very good defensive line in Giants. What can you say about your defensive line and what we've gotten in throughout camp and maybe their potential when they come back and how Jermaine?
Yeah, man. That's going to be real excited, man. I've seen Jermaine, I talk to him every day. He's real eager to get back out there and compete with us. You know what I'm saying? He's a competitor. So to know that him and Quinton are coming back, you know, with that D-line that's already been working their tails off every day and giving us a lot of good work too, it's going to be exciting, man, to watch.
So is the debate, a few more? There was a debate in preseason whether starters should play or not. Do you think you guys got something on the Saturday night plan?
I think so for sure. You know, when you come in with a new staff, new playbook, and new quarterback, I think it's important you get those reps in. You know, I'm honestly glad we played. You know, we get that feeling again because I feel like you don't want to go in there week one, you know what I'm saying, not getting that game type feeling.
How we doing?
Congrats on the engagement, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just a question. How did it go for you, in your opinion, today? How did you feel when you worked out?
Great. I'm ready. I feel ready to go, but you know, I trust them. Like I like to say, they're backing the Ferrari off the truck a little cautiously right now, so I understand it. But I'm ready to go.
How have these last few months been for you, Jermaine?
Honestly, it's been great. Just being around the guys, I miss it. Meetings, I'm in every meeting, and I was able to still jump into that leadership role while not yet being able to be on the field with him yet. So I think that was imperative. We have a lot of talented young guys, and I'm just glad that I can kind of step in that leadership role and kind of do what I can to lead them.
What does that leadership role look like for you?
Preaching the standard, technique stuff. It's rookies, you know what I'm saying? I had great vets. I had Cap, CJ, I had John Franklin Myers. I had guys that showed me this is how it's supposed to look. And this is my chance to kind of pay it forward and kind of show them. So I'm excited to get off PUP and get out there and show them because I'm a big believer on leading by example, and now I finally get to do that.
What was the most difficult periods for you during the rehab? I obviously saw you, essentially when I saw you the night you got hurt, and you know, it was obviously a long off season. So what was the most difficult about it for you?
Probably watching the games and knowing the kind of player I am, teammate I am, how much of a difference I could have made, and seeing how many close scores we had, and knowing that and believing that I could have been that difference maker, and I just couldn't be out there, and there's nothing I can do about it. So that was probably the hardest thing, but just understanding that I like to use this metaphor. The journey, like being a mountain, and you're in the car and you got a highway going to it. A lot of guys kind of focus on the mountain. They're like, damn, that's a long road. It's going to take forever. But I just looking at the stripes on the ground pass, and just one stripe after the other, understanding that pretty soon I was going to reach the mountain. So pretty close. We'll be there soon, and I'm excited for it.
When do you hope to be a team girls
Say it again?
When do you hope to be out there for team drills for
Tomorrow. I'm just working hand in hand with the staff and trusting that they got my best interest in mind. And when they take the leash off of me, it's going to be fun.
Is there enough time left in the preseason, you think, to get ready for week one? Week one is definitely on your mind.
I'm ready now. The rest of the time is just getting better. Now I get to build on my football instincts, my football movements, my pass rush, all of that. So, legs good. Now I'm excited that I get all this time to kind of build on who I am as a football player.
What have you observed about your offensive line, Jets' offensive line?
They look really good. They look really good. It's a back and forth battle in practice between the offensive and defensive line. Both the young tackles look great. AVT and John look great. Tip obviously is doing a good job, and I'm proud of how those guys are conducting themselves. They're stepping up to the challenge, and they seem to be doing a good job.
Have you talked to any players who've gone through this who maybe tell you that even though you feel 100% healthy, sometimes there's an acclimation period? Do you anticipate that when you get back, that
No.
maybe it takes a little while?
No.
You got some input, like from players who've gone through
No. I don't make excuses. This injury, in my opinion, I got a cheat code in my leg now. I got a strong Achilles, now I'm faster. So that's kind of how I look at things, and I'll be ready to go when my number's called.
Who do you think has been getting overlooked on your defense from afar?
I don't think anybody. I think everybody's doing a good job, and they're making the impact, and they're making the plays that come to them. I think everybody is doing a good job.
Or maybe a chip on their shoulder, or anyone who's really stood out to you in that regard?
It's a New York Jets defense. I think we all play with a chip on our shoulder, and that's a standard. So, I think we all got a chip on our shoulder.
What kind of vibe has AG brought to this team?
Intense, truthful, honorable, and a standard. He operates with. He'll correct himself just as much as any one of us, and he holds us to a standard. And it's amazing to see that he's holding the defense, offense, and special teams to the same standard. This thing's going to look a certain way, and if it doesn't, it'll be addressed. And what's even more impressive is how we all respond. It gets fixed. I'm just excited to go out there and do my part, to be honest with you.
There's something outside of obviously rehab and the Achilles and everything like that, from like a pass rush bag and things like that. Is there stuff you're trying to work on going into year 4 that maybe got some time to kind of fun?
Just being consistent in my get off, my steps, having a plan when I get the ball, obviously dominating the run. Y'all know I take pride in that. Making sure I tear off, make the plays. I take pride. It's funny in our defense. I take pride in being able to take over 2 gaps, C and the D gap. If there's a tight end in front of me, it should be a no play. So just understanding that has to be the standard for me, and understand if I get a 1-on-1, I gotta win. If I get a 2-on-2, I gotta win. It doesn't matter who's in front of me. So just keep moving forward with that standard, and that's kind of what I'm working on.
Take a couple more. Jermaine, when did you know, at what point, that you're the type of guy that AG wants in that defense? Like, coming off of the injury and everything, they showed confidence in you.
Yeah. The Senior Bowl. He liked me a lot there, and he wasted no time when he got here letting me know how excited he is to coach me and how much he expects from me. And I was just as excited letting him know that those standards will be met or exceeded, so I'm excited.
What level do you think this defensive group can play at this year overall?
I don't think there is a cap on it. I think we can be as good as we want to, and that's always been the case. So just understanding that we have a standard, and as long as we reach that standard and don't succumb to any outside forces, weather, whatever have you, personnel, that standard's always met, I think we'll be just fine.
Is there a certain move or pass rush you want to show them that you are 100% ready?
So I'm gonna bull rush somebody and put them on their back. That's what's gonna happen. I'm back. So I'm just excited to get back out there.
Last one here. From a scheme standpoint, how much of a learning curve is it? And do you think in some way, being able to help? How do you think you fit it?
Pretty similar scheme. Very similar. So I'm thankful for that. There's not much learning curve. The names of the plays are different, but how the defensive line is expected to perform is pretty much the same.
This guy here would like to see your bull rush right here.
No. I don't want an assault charge today. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.